Good morning, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to some more last day of our Cross Keys week in the Link to the Past Randomizer League Season 6. We have Bolas Azules, represented by Red Kitsune, versus Farm Friends, represented by Windfox. My name is Tracy M. With me today is Pixcalibur. How you doing today, Pixcalibur?
Doing pretty good. Early morning here, so nice to get some Link to the Past Randomizer. Yeah, last day of Cross Keys. We're going into I think the last week of the open stages.
That's right. Yeah, we start playoffs will be starting in a few weeks. We have one more week of games, a week off to get everything sorted out, and also not coincidentally the week of SG Live, and then we'll be in full playoff mode. This race, however, not huge implications on the playoffs. Bolas Azules pretty much needs to win out and get help. Book to start with. Farm Friends fighting for their invitational lives needs wins and help to stay in the Invitational League. And Windfox, the best player on their team by record, good person to put out for this.
I mean, in general, I think Invitational just a skill caliber of pretty much these teams. Is some of these teams have it better, get some better seeds, get better games, and others sometimes just have a rough time of it.
Yep, we get a double. Looks like a double Houlihan start. Just a shop here, and with no money, we're not buying those bombs.
Let's see, nothing from the cactus enemy there, so it really I think just going for info.
Yep.
At this point,
we're gonna check this drop down, and then we're gonna do a Houlihan, and we'll have money for Kakariko. It is a Ganon. It is a Ganon at the Useless Ferry, so nice thing we don't have to worry about scouting all our drop downs anymore.
Yeah, that's not a bad spot. That's pretty quick to get to Ganon at the end. It's not like you have, plenty of seeds. I've seen Lumberjack, somebody, that's probably one of the not so friendly spots, since of course there's Aga 1.
Yeah, no, Lumberjack is the worst. You have to find those 2 Castle Tower small keys in addition to everything else. Also, Red Kitsune's rupees are purple today. Nice color. The Palace Shuffle has good things, has bad things, and sometimes it makes things prettier. Sometimes it makes things really ugly. Oh, nice tree pull. I think we're still on tier 1 here, so.
Okay, that's not a bad spot for Magic Bat, so I can do that later.
Yeah, you don't. This is the one drop down where it kind of makes sense to do it first, but I don't know. I would have done it blindly because I already know it's not Ganon. But, we're gonna Saha with the Thieves Town green pendant, and no bombs to go in the back. So that's a little unfortunate.
Well, at least that's an easy trip back to Saha later, I guess. It's just maybe a little bit of a walk back, but...
Yeah, it's not ideal. I mean, there's nothing else there. I mean, if you could route it with Magic Bat, but probably you're not going to be able to. So, we'll see. And Sank is at Lumberjack, which is good and bad. It does mean you have to be take consideration of your Hyrule Castle small key. Maybe save scum either the back or Zelda Cell, and hope there isn't progression in both locations, which can happen.
Yeah, you probably don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to risk using up the key and finding like, oh, the glove is in the back of Escape, and now you have to take out Aga 1 for that you didn't need to do.
Yeah, I saw a race once, and this time it was at the pyramid start, so you had to do Aga 2, where one runner went down to Zelda Cell and got a hook shot. The other runner went to the back and got mitts. The castle key never showed, and mitts were not required, so we're gonna get early ped checks from both runners, because we do have that book.
Yeah,
so we're gonna put it to use.
Okay.
Money!
That's fine. That's probably a 300.
I mean, you'd really want that money now, but by the time you can get it, you're not gonna need it. So
It's probably not uncommon to see over 1,000 rupees both runners, especially if a couple under 300s drop.
mhm. All right, Lost Woods drop down. Is a key. A vanilla drop down with the swamp small. Okay, that's good. We can't use that yet, but it will be good. It will be good to have when we can.
They probably want all the drop downs to be like, oh, let's say the well to be vanilla. You know, all the dense checks to be just easy to reach.
Well, the best lineup is to have the uncle at the lumberjack, to have the useless fairy at the pyramid, and then everything else kind of doesn't matter at that point, because worst case scenario is you have to get a glove or a hammer. We did see a connector into Kakariko, and we do see Spike Cave, which we're nowhere close to being able to do. Another shop. We can buy bombs here, so that's good.
Yeah, may as well. And yeah, that connector is not a bad thing. That's an easy way to get to Dark World whenever they find Moon Pearl and some other stuff. It's not like you have to go like through like 7 caves to find the connector.
Yeah, we've seen. Oh, nice flute
Hey.
early. So that's mountain access.
Oh,
And
okay,
half
well,
magic is really nice.
Never going to turn that down. Likely going to need magic of some capacity, like ice, TR, Skullwoods, all that stuff. And, well, okay, a little shield from the bottle vendor.
Yeah, Windfox can do this in a slightly different order. And there's the uncle drop. The uncle gives us all his money. And a bottle with a bee in it. And Red Kitsune heading into the uncle as Windfox leaves the uncle.
It's kind of amusing. Doesn't matter which way you go into that particular drop down.
Yeah, this is why you want this at Lumberjack.
Oh, okay, because it... Yeah. Now I see.
Get it no matter what. Yeah, exactly.
So something like the well, you probably don't want there. It's a bunch of checks.
Well, my experience is that the well is always bait when it's at Lumberjack. I've had more progression on Magic Bat behind Aga 1 than I've had progression in the well. Well, there's a connector. There's another connector, but this one has an item in it. It's Desert Palace. Oh boy. We have access to Dark Death Mountain at the floating island. And Red Kitsune says, you know what? I don't really want to do this yet, and I don't blame him. You can check 3 entrances, and you can check the medallion for Turtle Rock entrance. Not super useful.
I mean, given
maybe
where
you come back, maybe you come back with a bomb, with a glove and a Moon Pearl. Eastern and Pod are red, so we will definitely need a bow today. Fox, I think that's a death in desert, so that's on purpose.
Yeah. And,
all good. We're not gonna check the connectors yet.
Yeah, given where it is, that's fine. Ooh, hey, Hera. Okay, that is
we don't.
Okay, easy.
We can get the 2 items with bombs. It's kind of a pain, so maybe we're gonna wait until we get a bow. Sorry, a bow. Just literally any weapon, not bombs. That's a Kana Burna sitting there on the ledge, which, you know, you got to keep in mind that it's there because it does tell you about Spike Cave logic, but you don't really need it. It also influences Laser Bridge logic.
Okay, TR
Turtle Rock.
small.
Need at least one of those if we're gonna beat the dungeon.
I mean, if they find the cape, that cane of burner could just kind of sit there.
Yeah.
Since the half cost magic's enough to put the spike cape into logic.
Or, I mean, logically, it's already going to be in logic once the hammer is there, so you just do it anyway with a lot of hearts or in a bottle if you need to. And Spike Cave being right in Kakariko, not hard to get to. Arrows in the basement cave, we're not going to grab those. And Red Kitsune wants to see these connectors. And there's a Moon Pearl.
Okay, so left desert with nothing, and that Moon Pearl's interesting because it got at least
hang
one
on.
or a couple.
With the mirror would open up two entrance. Well, would open up, two entrances there that we don't otherwise have access to. So that's that location. It's one of those locations that you always have to have a connector for. And it may be that the mirror is your only way to get to those two, because one's behind Mitts, the other one's behind being able to go up and around the mountain and drop down. So it's one of those connectors that you think you don't have to mark down, and then you're like, no, I'm going to get a mirror eventually. I need to mark this down. So usually it's not relevant, but it can be. We find, oh god, all these connectors in Kakariko. Not a fan, but at least we have the flute to get here as quickly as we want to. Could be worse. And Windfox with that Moon Pearl might be a little more incentivized to go do some of this, but decides not to. Still doesn't have a glove to lift the rock, so there's at least one entrance you'd be leaving behind.
Okay, we've got a mountain.
Yeah, I think he just fluted there. I mean, it makes sense. Get that other save and quit spot. Although we don't have much to see by.
Note that big key. Okay, that's a mountain connector of some kind. Trying to see which one.
Oh, the one that Red Kitsune? This is the old man rescue. He's using bombs to see his way. Because that's all he has other than using the sound of quick swap.
All right, so Smith is actually kind of close to vanilla.
Yeah, nice to have him in Kakariko. Don't have to go far.
All right, old man. Let's see.
That's a shield.
Another shield. Okay, I guess handy if you want to block fireballs, which has come into play at some points.
The red shield is nice for the blind fight.
Yeah,
that's about it. Meanwhile, Windfox finds Laser Bridge. Not in logic yet, because we don't have access to that blue cane that's sitting there. Red Kitsune steals some money under the post, but leaves the thief there some of his ill-gotten gains. Oh, nice mirror.
Ooh, okay. So let's see.
Now that connector becomes relevant. Now it's not in logic until we can get either the cape or cane. The cane, we know where that is, so that's behind the hammer. But good to have the mirror early. We're gonna scout race game. Just 20 rupees. Okay, we get shops for Red Kitsune.
A spiral cave, okay.
Ugh.
Although without a weapon,
this is not ideal. Trying to avoid all the mini Moldorms, and now we can only take one hit.
Not looking too good here. It's just one more here.
Yeah, like the Barries are pretty easy to avoid, but the mini Moldorms are really hard to avoid. So you only want at least 4 hearts before you go in here. And maybe even more because you have to avoid the ones at the bottom. The ones at the bottom are a little easier to avoid though. Right, Kitsune, remembering that this is Saha, so we're going to go ahead and check this. Big Kita Pod, good to have that early. Also, I think we've seen all our drop downs, and I think the one we're missing is the well. So it looks like the well is behind Aga 2, which is pretty awful.
That's yes. That's gonna be in the back of their mind, especially if they get GT big. Okay, nothing on floating island. Just a 50. Well, I mean, more money. I guess we'll take it. Okay, now
I mean,
Windfox doing some checks on the.
yeah, it's early game. A little interesting that Rekitsune did the lift of the bushes where he did when one line down is the 50-50 bomb spot, and he's only got one bomb. Looks like bombos to get into the TR entrance. With the mirror, though, Windfox can do more checks here. I would have rather seen him do the Dark World checks and jump down that way. Just because those are the in-logic checks. Anything behind the mirror is out of logic. Until we get items for Laser Bridge. Well, small key to Turtle Rock for Red Kitsune. We did find the back of Skull Woods, which we don't have a sword, we don't have a fire source, we don't have a key. Yeah, we're not killing Moth right now. Moth is safe for a bit.
Oh, another bottle. Okay. I mean, we don't even know what Skull Woods yet is yet. It could just be a pendant.
It's in a bad enough spot that if you have the items to do it, I think you do it. But we don't. We're not even close. We're checking desert entrance around Raikitsune's side. With that book, it makes sense. TR West. I don't think we're doing that right now. I mean, yeah, we have no weapons to kill the Pokey. We have, yeah, this should just be. Oh, he wants the bombs.
Well,
I don't know if he even got it. It is actually somewhat difficult to get that bomb before you get killed. As you can see, he lifted the pot in time, but did not pick up the bomb. In the meantime, Windfox spending all his money in a shop. A little surprised you buy a red potion there, but like, I mean, you're still on 3 hearts, so.
No,
that makes sense in that sense.
Red's gonna keep going. Take a peek. I'm not sure how much you can do though. Yeah, without any weapons.
Yeah, you'd have to use bombs to hit the switch. First of all, you're not killing the Pokey to get the small key in order to do the lava chest. And even if you do, there's a good chance the laser just hits you when you go through the door. And then for the actual in-logic item, the chain chomps, you have nothing to hit the switch but bombs. So good luck.
So, I only had one bomb anyway. There's only one bomb. Not gonna do anything.
Yeah, you would need a second bomb as well. You're right. So we're gonna go elsewhere. Oh, back in desert in the top of the mountain. Can't do that yet.
Castle Tower. Okay. So
yeah, I'm not entirely sure how Windfox got back up here, but he did. So we're gonna see these caves after all. It worked out well.
I don't think it's that hard to get there since they just used the. I think Kakariko.
Yeah, he might have just flew back to Kak and walked.
You know, so that's,
yeah, and that's what Ikir says. Our tracker. Shoutouts to Ikir. Wonderful tracker doing the hard work behind the scenes. Trackers always are MVPs.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's not easy to track this since you have to track all the keys, big keys, in addition to all the items, and then like keep track of all the connectors and. At least as many as you can, where they go. Okay, Red is going to be picking up their Moon Pearl in just a bit.
Yeah, without a weapon to hit the switches, this is a really annoying spot for this Moon Pearl. You're better off just death warping, save those bombs. 2 hits for the Moldorm will do it. Did you see what was in that Spec Rock cave?
I want to say it's a compass, but it kind of went by really quick.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong screen.
Okay, Okay, graveyard. Let's see. No, just more bombs there.
Yeah, I mean, you grab those if you're not full, but you're full because it's Graveyard Legend. There's 4 bombs for you right there.
And I think they respawn when you re-enter.
Yep. It's a great bomb farm if you need it.
I think that and the room with the 2 rats, assuming you enter from Light World.
What, you don't like dodging the rats for the bombs in the Dark World?
I don't know. Don't even want to know if I call them rats anymore. They're technically look like rats, but they're actually like crickets or something.
Yeah, Dark World rats essentially become crickets in terms of damage, yes.
Well, this seat's pretty interesting because it's looked to be pretty heavy on the early mountain exploration.
Yeah, but there's nothing there really. I mean,
Okay.
because the only things we have access to are those on the east side is because the mirror is not in Logic yet, so we don't really have access to a lot on the east side, and then just the Dark World stuff. And here on the west side, we just haven't seen a lot. Windfox will be able to get this big key with the mirror.
Oh yeah, you can see what that is. But yeah, even the shield is not in Logic. Need a lamp. So it's really gonna have to be either the cape or the hammer, as you said.
Yeah, the hammer might show up because of the blue cane to put that mirror in Logic. Oh, Ganon's Tower big key is on the tablet. Great. You probably you have to go back and get that at some point, and you hope you don't need it.
And it depends where.
And out of Logic fire rod, so fire source is good.
Let's see, another red potion and
And
more money.
Okay. Well, I mean that's Zora money that we can do out of Logic if we want.
Well, sometimes maybe it might be worth breaking Logic.
I mean, sometimes you do.
Hobo and all that stuff. So.
And trying to do laser skips with 3 hearts is you can't just tank the damage with 3 hearts because the lasers will do more than that. So he's gonna give up on that last chest. I don't blame him. I don't recall anything in that chest. I think the main prize was the last chest with the mirror, and he was able to use iframes for that, so that wasn't so bad.
Yeah, I think that one he missed was, I think it was a heart piece. So there was 2 heart pieces in there or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then the edge one, ether, and then that mirror at the very top.
Yeah, so he got the important. The ether's maybe not important, but the mirror is. Oh, somewhere Windfox got a Hera small key, so we're gonna go see what that gives us.
Yeah, I saw that the item text thing. I forgot where. Picked that up, but okay, I'm gonna go for the coffee break room. Now, I'm trying to remember that Hera small. Well, this isn't in Logic anyway. Since the mirror is not in Logic yet. Okay, so that was a swamp big on the ledge. So that's once they get the other items, it's a full clear swamp. Don't have to orphan anything.
Yeah, it's nice that you don't have to worry about orphaning the big chest, but it's really not the big key you're hoping to find. It probably is just like rupees or something. Oh, and a small key to Skull Woods. And actually, this wasn't even in Logic until the mirror's in Logic because the fire rod is behind the mirror. So
yeah.
Okay,
not a big thing.
Yeah, we need to start checking out some of these South Shore locations because, I mean, I try to avoid them as long as I can because I want to have glove when I get there. I'd probably go to Eastern here first just because I won't be leaving anything behind. But we're gonna have to go to something.
Mm-hmm. It has a Ice Rod Cave. I don't think that's been.
No, we haven't been there either. Oh, the dam's got something.
Okay, this is pretty close to vanilla.
Just a few screens off.
So I'm going to be checking that the drained swamp there to see what that is, if anything.
And we do have Dark World access, but I can see clearing out the Sphere 1 stuff first, I suppose. Especially with the flutes, not so bad. And especially on 3 hearts, green mail.
Let's try to remember this. So the fortune teller connector was where did that go into in Dark World?
Yeah, it was Village.
Oh, okay. So that's something. It's not the friendliest, but don't run a little low on checks here.
Yeah, I would probably miss that dam until I got the, well, maybe not until I got the glove, but for a bit, because I would probably prioritize Eastern area because of the no rocks there, and then do some of that Dark World stuff, especially with the mirror, because you can combine a lot of it. When Fox just says no to West Turtle Rock.
Not often you get to see that the main desert entrance kind of the way you're supposed to. A lot of times I see people mirroring into that.
Yeah, Windfox leaving that heart piece behind, but you know what? I mean, we have Dark World access at 3 hearts. I'd be picking that up this early. Try and get at least to 4 hearts. Okay, we got Fire Rod. This is fine. We can do the first check here. And we get a magic refund. That's nice. Oh, Red Casino just stealing the key out of the back of Desert. And he's going to do the mountain checks that Windfox has already done. Also, Spiral Cave's now reasonable to do with that Fire Rod.
I think if we looked at all the drop-offs on the mountain yet, I don't know about the actual Spiral Cave itself. Ooh,
yeah, there's still more things we can do on the mountain. Most of them behind the use of the mirror, though.
So that was the Pyramid Fairy on.
And the reason why, like, it's the mirror's behind the blue cane, or possibly the cape, or possibly shields. But the reason why we care normally, I think, for those items on Laser Bridge, you don't really care about putting that in logic. But in this case, we've seen a blue cane behind the hammer, and we know that we're probably going to need that hammer. It is possible to have a hammerless seed even before Specky Clip and Cross Keys, because the Turtle Rock doesn't need hammer like it does in regular. But because of that hammer blocking the blue cane that would put the mirror in logic, you do have to keep that in mind. Until we find a different invulnerability item, it's the hammer that's blocking your stuff, and it may be just in an easy spot.
Yeah, I mean, this seed, the hammer is gonna be hard required anyway. So,
do we know that for sure yet? Yes, we do. Pod is a crystal, so yes, we do need the hammer today. So prioritizing some of these out of logic stuff, I'm not sure I like as much in this particular seed, specifically because of that hammer.
Ooh, I was barely getting
I thought he was gonna get hit for sure there. And we're kind of priced into doing this castle check because it sucked to get here. Problem is, if we leave, we can't go back out. Are you doing the dumb that I did? Yeah, Windfox, just go down the right side, please. You don't have to go all the way to the left side from there. Right, Rick Kitsune heading is in Village Outcast, so we'll get to see some stuff here. And Windfox is going to continue, which means he's potentially setting himself up to do to be forced to do Castle Tower for the back. I don't know when his last save and quit was, so if there's nothing down here, he could potentially just reset.
And well, Red's in
Okay,
Paradox,
well,
and
okay, he's not doing the last check. He's gonna save just the Castle Tower key. It's pretty. Ooh, we found Paradox Cave. That's really nice.
a couple
Also,
heart
suddenly,
containers.
yeah, we got a couple of heart containers, a hook shot.
I don't know what was at the bottom two chests because the stream kind of froze for a moment there.
All right, wall kicks. I mean, if there's anybody I'm going to trust on these things, wall kicks having just won the most recent tournament. The CT key showing up means that the Hyrule Castle key is before AGA 1, so that's good. So, you know, you could have kept going. Although, who knows? I mean, the Hyrule Castle key could still be in a bad spot. But yeah, now if Zelda Cell is important, he's not getting you. He's not getting it for a long time.
Well,
But yeah,
the only thing AGA 1's blocking is the back of escape, technically.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah. Well, yes, it's always been what it's blocking, but the Hyrule Castle key needs to show up in order for that to even be in logic, because the Castle Tower small is behind the Hyrule Castle small. So prioritizing this is maybe not necessary. I mean, it could still be that we did get a Cane of Samaria out of it, so that's good. But yeah, it's walking out. Let's see, this should work now. No, it doesn't work. Okay.
I mean, it could seem when not to.
Yeah, he wasn't in. Yeah, he wasn't in a fake flipper state this time going in, so now it just goes away. I assumed it would be fine. Maybe you know what? Just mirroring back must make a difference. I don't know. Okay, well that's. I think that was the pod area.
Yeah, that's right outside Pod.
So that's an out of logic area.
Yeah, none of this is in logic anyway.
Where is this? I mean, it depends on what this connect. Oh gosh. Well.
Yeah, you're trapped there.
Yeah, he's not that hook shot even to sequence break his way out. Yeah, he could have mirrored though. Ikir, you are correct. Get your cane. Mirror, get your cane. Yeah, I mean, the flippers. Okay, no, the flippers would not put that in logic because of the fact that we still don't have. We'd be using the mirror to get the blue cane, but the mirror is behind the blue cane. Oh my god, that's so confusing.
Just trying to figure out how to get this mirror into logic.
Please give us a hammer. Please go to an in logic spot and get the hammer, guys,
because right now it's like none of the seed is in logic. I think just Moon Pearl and
the Moon Pearl's in logic.
Flute.
And the stuff. I mean, that I believe I didn't see what entrance Red Kitsune used to get into Paradox Cave. As long as it's not the bottom one, that hookshot's in logic, so that's good.
Okay, so it was a Village of Outcasts, so that might be in logic.
No. It's not whether it was in. I mean, we know it was in Village.
Yeah, but
which entrance was it? Was it the one where you have to mirror block delete? Because that wouldn't be in logic, but the other two are. As long as it's one of those two, and I did not see which one it was. Okay, Wind Fox is going to do the eastern area. Okay, I'm at the top. Okay, that's what I need to know. That hookshot is completely in logic, and we have access to hookshot caves, so. No TR big key, so I mean we have the canes. We could actually do the checks, but we're still at 4 hearts. A little bit. I mean, if you had full magic, actually going and getting to chain chomps wouldn't be so bad. Because we have a fire rod. Alright, Eastern Palace for Windfox. And
Okay,
ice, which
interesting.
I mean, we could do things in ice. We have a fire rod. Ice was the answer in a seed I called last night, so
so far out of logic.
I don't blame. Yeah, no, ice is. The fire rod is still out of logic because it's behind the mirror, so it is not in logic. Gosh darn.
Yeah, because I think that the seed yesterday was that was pretty brutal because they didn't give you really much of a sign to go to ice, and you eventually just got a lot of gear, and it's like, okay, I'm just gonna have to go there.
I don't know. Sometimes. Oh, here's the other
Okay.
side of Paradox. That's good for when Fox will get his hook shot.
All right, so the sink is the well. Let's need a glove for that.
Okay, we hadn't seen that yet. So the well's not behind Agatu. That's good. I believe it's the lumberjack ledge then that's behind Agatu.
I mean, that's just gonna be a big question mark what's on lumberjack because there's no way to even scout it.
Well, lumberjack was. We know it's on lumberjack. The cane. Oh, you mean the lumberjack actual?
The
you
actual.
Can't scout that. No. That's just a 5-item GT climb.
Yeah, that's in the back of their mind. They're not going to think about that one.
Well, I mean, they need a sword to get the GT big key. They need a bow from somewhere, and they need to find GT. So we're a little bit ways away from dealing with that.
Okay, so the top of Paradox. Let's see, where did this one come out of?
It's the
Oh,
village.
okay, that open house. Yeah, it wasn't like the hammer locked house or something.
No, because Rekitsune got to it from village.
Yeah. Okay, nothing in that empty house there.
Well, that's interesting. I mean, it puts this location in logic, which I believe when Fox already did. I'm not sure he actually did that one or not, because he did some fake flippering.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll check that. I mean, it's not in.
It is in logic. That's absolutely 100% in logic. We can get to it with the mirror, it's just like he did.
But the mirror's still not in logic, right?
No, that's true. We still need to find the hammer to put the mirror in logic.
Where is this?
Okay, well,
so we got
Woods,
isn't it?
Hookshot Cave.
Yeah,
We've seen Hookshot Cave. I don't think we've seen. I don't know if we saw the items or not.
No, they couldn't do anything before.
Well, Red Kitsune has had that hookshot for a while, and I wondered if he might have done it while we were looking at Windfox. 20 rupees.
There we go. Okay.
Cape plus half magic puts that mirror in logic. Yay!
Okay, so
it's not the blue cane after all.
so I think most of this seed is now in logic.
The blue cane, we can pick up our blue cane with that connector from the castle. We can get all the things. So.
Yeah, because I think the castle you would just use the pod connector.
Well, we can't really get to the castle yet. We need either something to show up. We need either a way to get to the East Dark World, or we need a hammer. So let's see. Yeah, that doesn't really tell us much. Okay. Nice desert exit.
I guess that's always nice to get out of the way, because that's really annoying if that, like, has a dungeon. It's like, who even remembers that one?
I mean, that can't be that can only be a dungeon with multiple exits.
Yeah.
Like that's just one of the forced connectors that doesn't do us any good. It will always show up. And a shovel. Yeah, the shop ended up being yeah, that ended up being nothing on Lake Hylia Island. Hey, a glove. Nice.
Okay, so that opens up.
Now we can do all those areas a lot better. And a bow,
okay.
That's really nice. We do need the bow, because we do have to do Pod and Eastern.
So if they find, well, they only have one pod small, but that's enough to get, like, say, East pod.
I mean, you could do, if you leave that middle door open or locked, you can do a ton of stuff in pod. Now, don't do that. It's slow. Insanely slow.
I mean, especially if you have to, like, double dip that.
No, you're just going down. You're just going down the right side multiple times. You don't want to do that. And we don't have a hammer anyway, so you actually can't do that.
Can't like take it all the way to the back of pod.
With the hammer you could, but again,
but
don't
no
do
hammer.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't. Oh, we can get into Mire now because we have a hook shot. Yeah, we'll need to use either the fire rod or the bow on the wizards here because we don't have the sword. And no small keys, so left side very much not in logic. We might see it done anyway with the pot small key over here. There's a small key to Mire.
For some reason, more often than not, I tend to see a Mire small in its own dungeon.
Nah, I see it all the time.
That and pod.
Okay, see, this... I mean, I guess when you get to the potion shop, you can go ahead and replace that red with a blue, but I don't like using the potion to save your health on the spikes, because you could just finish your route there, and then you just death warp. And yes, you have the mirror, but, like, it's... With 5 hearts, it's an easy death warp, so... Like, we're not gonna bother with the left side. Perhaps at all. We do have one more in logic check, and then the 2 out of logic checks. I'm not a fan of doing the lobby and then going back here, unless there's a chance you're not going back here. If the lobby could just, like in a regular non-key sandy situation, you might get your last item in the lobby and you just never have to do this. But if you're planning on coming back here anyway, I think it's just faster to do this first. Yeah, I mean, maybe one of our cross keys, I mean, I hear you say it's faster. I just don't agree. I just don't see how that could possibly be faster. Because you're doubling back on your route instead of coming back around. In any case, when Fox is gonna go to Skullwoods, grab a glove.
And actually the glove puts weld into play, actually.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, and we have a map on when Fox's size. Skullwoods is a pendant.
Okay, well.
Oh, jeez, Wind Fox. A can almost grabbed him. Before the item, he's gonna get the magic refill. I like it.
Oh, there was nothing there. That was weird.
Yeah, it despawned, and that can happen sometimes.
Or just too much stuff in the room or something, and
Yep,
I'm not sure
that's
much else in
well,
Mire there.
yeah, it's the whole super tile, but yeah, basically the things got overloaded, and this was nothing. So yeah, not a lot in Mire. Yeah, Mire's small is the only thing in Mire.
So
Thanks,
you only
game.
need to find 2 more. Only need to find 2 more to put cutscene in logic.
Yeah, that you've already done.
Okay, this is looking like gonna be taking that to the
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah, get to that well with that glove. Absolutely. We get a big key to TR. Okay, we have access to the chest for that. Ten arrows. 20 rupees. And bombs.
Ugh, not.
I forget where that East Turtle Rock location was, but if it's easy to get to, I'd probably go to it very, very soon. Try and get that one big well, it's 2 items really.
Yeah, because it's the one also behind.
Ah, it's on the mountain. That's not. Is it on the west part of the mountain where we can just float to it, or is it like deep behind the mirror somewhere? Well, in any case, looks like Rekutsun is going to hit the eastern area. Makes sense. Hasn't done that yet.
I was trying to actually, what did Saha, the vanilla Saha spot have? Was that the? I'm trying to remember
I don't
that.
think there was anything in the eastern area for Wind Fox.
Let's see, Eastern. I think it had Ice Palace.
Yes, that's right. We did have one thing, but we couldn't. Well,
Yeah.
we could kind of do it. It's in Logic now because we finally put the mirror in Logic with the cape and half magic, but.
Okay, Red
Yeah,
will be
you've seen
doing.
all of that, Wind Fox.
Yeah. Red will be doing their hook shot to begin that hate to put everything into logic.
Thought maybe Wind Fox would mirror and do back of escape while he was in that area, but we're gonna keep going.
Ooh, okay. Both runners that you'll be kind of doing the same things for the
Yeah.
next little bit of time here. So
Yeah,
So-
nice to have the hook shot for this if you don't have a sword.
get some hype checks here. Okay, Quake. Desert Small.
We
Okay,
have access to desert.
so stealing the small key is no issue there. Ooh, a couple heart containers. Now can
Yeah,
freely
so-
open the
yeah.
right side of desert.
Yep, we got a desert small. That's it. That wasn't a very good mini Moldrum cave, but you know, desert right might have something. Oh, Wind Fox did back of escape. No, I'm not talking the well. He hasn't. Yeah. We have not seen Red Kitsune has done the well. Wind Fox is not. It may have misspoke. If I said back of escape, I meant the well. Alright, Ice Rod Cave has a heart piece. Big game time. And just 10 arrows, and we really don't need them.
So we've got a few checks coming up. So you got Stumpy, you got K45, Swamp, Entrance, Hype Cave, Bomb Shop. Okay, so there's at least some options here to see if something pops up. Maybe trying to find a hammer at some point.
Okay, we're not going to grab that heart piece. It's like Red Kitsune is going to grab this last chest here of nothing.
Yeah, it really was nothing, just a...
Yeah, compass is east down, and as compasses go, that's one of the least useful. Get our dig spot here, that's nice.
Okay, let's see what this shovel here is. Oh, okay, well, something, and
there's the Hyrule Castle Small.
All right.
See, it had to show up. We knew it had to show up.
Okay,
and it showed up relatively early, so that's really good for Red Kitsune, because when he goes to the castle, he's just gonna know he gets to do everything. Whereas Wind Fox, if he wants to get Zelda Cell, is gonna have the slow walk down there, and if he wants Zelda Cell, it's just one check. So, like, if it's something good, then definite advantage Red Kitsune. I don't know when Wind Fox gets back to that location.
So it's looking like Aga 1's not going to be in play for this
Aga
one.
1 was almost never going to be in play. Once there was a Castle Tower small key behind the Hyrule Castle Small, it was pretty unlikely. Well, I mean, it was definitely not going to be hard required to do it. You'd only do it to skip that Castle Tower key, or sorry, to skip the Hyrule Castle key. And okay, let's go see what's the south area here. And we'll be relatively close. We could go one way or the other to get the glove checks on the one rock to the east, the one rock to the west. We have Sick Kid. We have a potion shop.
Hey!
What are you doing letting that kid with a sword?
Sick Kid making sure that Hype Cave is hyped today. And okay, we've got a Swamp Crystal. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing new there other than knowing for sure the swamp is a crystal, because we already knew those two pendants. And we already knew that Pod was a red, so we're still missing a pendant.
But yeah, that Sick Kid certainly hyped today. Okay. This is... Well, maybe not much to do here. Let's see, got GT...
We can go right side. No, we can't.
Tile room.
Okay, we could steal the pot key to go right side.
Tile room.
And I think I would.
And Myers Swamp. Okay, well.
Big key to Eastern.
Okay.
That's nice. Okay, that's a clearable Eastern when we find it.
Okay,
but
here we
yeah,
go.
we're gonna do tile room. we can't open the door because we have no GT smalls. But yeah, I would have gone and grabbed the pot key and scouted the torch item at the same time, and then gone and done the right side. Red Kitsune doing the same thing, though. Not gonna grab that pot key. Unless you're just gonna stay in logic and not do this.
Well, Tile Room could have just a vanilla small here. No, just a 20. It could have been just like a vanilla small, and then, yeah, I'll just keep going to the right.
Okay, Wind Fox is just not going to do it, which is fine, too. Like, it is, behind 3 and 4 small keys, depending on which location you're talking about.
Okay, torch with nothing. So that's good. Don't have to remember to come back there with boots.
I don't understand stealing the key if you're not going to use it, though. Red Kitsune went and grabbed the key, but is leaving. Oh, hi! Flippers behind swords. That's fun. Now there's even more incentive to go get the dense checks in GT, because they don't have to be in logic to give you a sword.
So both, yeah, both tablets having stuff today. So it's flippers and the GT Big.
Yeah, I'm laughing at the comment that Flip Pill makes. It's okay, we'll respect GT logic, but we're not Hyrule Castle. Nothing under these rocks, though. Red Kitsune about to get the news that he's got flippers sitting here waiting for him. Oh, here's our other pendant. It's Tower of Hera. I'd be less inclined to do this now, seeing it's a pendant. It's out of logic and a pendant.
Like, probably just gonna go for the check at the top, the one chest.
No, he can beat the dungeon. Like, if you're gonna do this, you beat it. But
just for pendant.
Prioritizing an out of logic pendant Hera that's out of logic, and you might have to come back for the big chest because the game hates us. I don't like it. But we're not gonna go do GT right with, you know, all the items that are there. Best thing you could find here, honestly, is a sword. Get those flippers. I mean, obviously hammer could show up here and that would be pretty big, but like the Hera big key could be buried deep.
Especially if this is a pendant, yeah, it could be just
could be in GT entrance for all we know. Like it's just
top of GT.
Well, top of GT could come into logic. We know where the GT big key is, but yeah, I'm thinking GT entrance behind all 7 GT smalls.
Oh,
sorry, all 7 crystals. Yeah,
oh.
Yeah, and it's 4 GT smalls. Plus, you're doing this with fighter sword. This is a horrible fight. Rikitsune wants money, so wants to.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was thinking about the cape there. I was like, you got cape, you can just pull that out. And let's see, nothing.
Yeah,
okay, so
really, I feel like this is probably just a waste of time. I mean, and we've seen Ped, so like, there's the odds of this being useful. Once we knew it was a pendant, just wasn't there.
Yeah, it pretty much has to be the big chest at this point, and
which
at this
point, couldn't get anyway. Yeah, you
yeah.
couldn't get that anyway. Okay, we're gonna see Right Side Desert though. That's an interesting location. Big key to ice. We have access to ice.
Oh, if that was Hera big, I would be just laughing at that point. I'm like, what are you gonna do with that now? Ooh,
boots is nice. Logic boots, that's good.
So that's in logic.
That's right? Nothing wrong with that location.
Money. Zora money.
I'm so confused. Like you had the farm spot and you got to 488, so I figured you weren't doing Zora, and then you left, and now you're doing. It was archery game. Could have just done another archery game. I don't understand. Oh gosh. Okay, so and now we're gonna combine this with Catfish by doing a current jump. Oh no, we're not current jumping, we're splash deleting. That works too.
Maybe that's a little more consistent to do in this case.
It depends on the runner. I don't think either one's more consistent than the other, just which one are you good at? Oh hey, it's the full clearable Eastern. Now this isn't totally in logic because we don't have the lamp. We have a fire rod, so it's an easy skip. And there's Windfox getting his Turtle Rock big key in the well. Chad asking, do you need a bonk for a current jump? No, you absolutely do not. There are some setups that involve bonking though. And if you had boots, you also would have the option of a water walk, which is more consistent anyway. Just depending on, are you checking other things on your way to the river? If you're not, you do a water walk. If you are, then you have to do a current jump. Or double back. Small key to Ice Palace.
First just was blue mail, so I don't think health is a big issue. Let me see. Windfox, is this the TR? Yeah, this was the TR big.
Yep.
Okay. Nope, nothing
yeah,
there.
We'll go to Crystal Roller because that's also in logic. Small key to Ganon's Tower. Well, now
has missed.
So will we go? Will we go to the right side of GT with the with one key? We weren't willing to go with 0.
Looking on Desert Big in the Eastern Big Chest. Okay.
Where were the mitts? Was that whose side was that on?
The Crystal Roller.
Okay.
Yeah, just got those mitts, so you might actually. Windfox would actually just do all of TR here. Yeah, at least get like all these other checks out of the way.
We've seen the front. Have we seen the front? Maybe we haven't seen the front.
No. Yeah, done the back. All the back, but not the front.
No, you don't do the front here because you want that keep that small key. This is a crystal dungeon, so. Now, and everybody's favorite logic puzzle, the pod small behind 4 TR smalls, which puts all the 6 lock pod stuff behind 10 small keys. It just means they're going to show up.
It's like I never see in any race 6 pod smalls. I see 3 or 4 maybe, but I never see anyone get all 6 because usually 1 pod small is in an awful spot.
All right. Oh, no, okay. He is going to keep going. Not a fan of this with not out an extra TR small. Because he will not have any TR smalls to go to the boss when the time comes.
And unless one happens to show up vanilla or something.
There's going to be a TR small somewhere. But I would bank on finding this from the front. Especially since if this is... Even if this is a bad spot, a place you can't get to. Now all this is behind 4 TR smalls. If we can't get into this front normally. Plus, I'm an ice rod away from just being able to get here by killing Trinex that we have to do anyway. But apparently there's a TR small in Eastern behind either our flippers or our hammer.
Yeah, I think that was the big key chest, I believe.
So Windfox should get that.
Yeah, so that would be East Dark World locked, Lamp locked, I believe. I think that was the big key chest that had that.
I mean, Windfox will get that, Lamp or no, but... The point is, he will have a way to get to Trinex. That's the important part. We have a crystal done.
Ooh.
Yeah, so now
that's
all
interesting.
Those TR checks are all behind 4 TR smalls now.
Okay, Mimic Cave. Oh my goodness.
Can we do this? We can't.
No big. Minor
still no big. This is an awful spot for this location.
Yeah, I need to see where the other connector is.
Yeah, we will.
Bridge.
Or the other cave.
Probably not a cave there.
Probably not a connector, unfortunately.
If it's somewhere.
You're gonna want to time this so that you have the Thieves Town big key before you kill Trinex, so that you can just do this after you kill Trinex.
Now,
Okay,
granted,
map on the Zora Ledge. We don't care enough about to get that. Red Kitsune should have all. I mean, even if he doesn't know for sure that Hera yet is a pendant, he'll get that knowledge soon enough. He has enough to have that knowledge. And
oh
hammer.
Boy!
Wow,
that is ugly. Oh.
I mean, the hammer isn't required for Turtle Rock, so if you could manage to find an ice rod before that, but the hammer locked behind 4 TR smalls is certainly. Oh wait, never mind. It's not locked by anything. This is a connector. Unless this goes to a dumb spot too.
Let's see. Hopefully this is somewhere okay. It's okay. Okay, that's fine. That's actually not bad.
Yeah, that's fine. Red Kitsune needs to get over to Desert though, and get those boots. It's funny because he even stole the small key. Initially in Desert.
Yeah. Gotta follow up on that. And okay, so we got Pod.
Yeah, Pod. At Spiral Cave. And with 2 small keys, a bow, and a hammer, we could do a lot of things in here. We don't have the big key, so we cannot beat it. And Red Kitsune about to find his out-of-logic Hyrule Castle. We'll see what he does with it.
So this is, let's see, so Pod is not that hard to get back to, luckily, so.
Well,
that was Bonk Rocks. It was the Light World Bonk Rocks.
Was it Light World? Not okay, well, yeah, with the, no, he doesn't have the palette shuffle on. That's on red side, so I don't know why I missed that.
I mean, logically, that's going to be a little bit painful to get to the Dark World side. You got to work all the way from the back, since the end goal is going to be that hammer. And probably hoping to find the Thieves Big if you want to full clear Thieves. But granted, it's only a pendant, but...
No, I mean, it's fine because of the boots. It's a little more difficult for Red Kitsune because doesn't have the boots. He needs to get to that right side of Desert. And Red Kitsune can do the back first. But because he's got the Hyrule Castle small key, it really doesn't matter what order he does this in. And we are going to spend an extra key to do the back. Pod keys have to be somewhere. I'm a little less critical about doing this in Pod, because you might even just get a Pod small. Hey, another Ganon's Tower small key. We can really do GT stuff now.
Okay,
see, exactly. There's a Pod small behind 4 other Pod smalls, which is allowed. We can have Pod smalls behind 4. We just can't have them anymore behind 6.
It's always like a Pod small in its own dungeon. GT
well, I mean, to be fair, it actually is quite a lot less so now that we're doing the 100% locations, but as you can see, it does still happen. Now, big check coming up for Red Kitsune. What is on the Maiden Cell? The Maiden's chest, because if that's something, again, I don't know when Fox gets back to that, because it's very orphaned for him. Nothing in the dark maze.
I'm trying to think, that Cane of Samaria, is that in logic yet? Because I don't think we have a way into the castle.
Well, it is once we get Lamp. It's just behind the lamp, so we don't really care about that so much.
But in terms of an entrance into that...
yeah, that's true. We don't have the entrance yet either.
Because you can't use hammer.
Yeah, we need We need a sword to get our flippers. The hammer's available.
Yeah, but that's behind though. That's
behind the boots, but the boots are available.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is all in logic.
Okay, so that's
between the
fine.
runners. Yeah. So again, Red Kitsune needs to go get the boots out of the eastern part of the desert. Unfortunately for him, Zelda Cell is nothing. And we're in ice, which we can do. Because we have Glove and Hammer. And Red Kitsune gets the bad news of the Hammer Pig's Hyrule Castle location. Let's see if he tries. He's going to try and do the hookshot thing. Yeah, there is a clip you can do to escape. Pretty much only useful in cross keys. Unfortunately, he's right by that desert palace and it doesn't look like he's going in. Just a mirror away. We really need is a sword to actually get flippers to put all this stuff back into logic. Except the cane behind the lamp. But again, we're not so worried about the lamp. We already have Fire Rod.
So a sword on the right side of GT, that's not in logic.
I mean, no, because we don't have any. Don't have enough small keys, but.
But that'd be nice to have.
But it would get, yeah. But like, you don't worry about GT small keys. You worry about important things that you miss. So like the GT small keys, you can full clear GT with just 2, depending on your routing. At worst with 3. So I'm gonna see what's in the second check of. But it's when the thing you're skipping is something you need. So we know we need flippers. So skipping flippers is knowing that the Cane of Samaria potentially does. I mean, we're fine now because where the hammer was, but you know, at one point it was looking like the Cane of Samaria wasn't going to lock our flippers. That's an important thing to know. Or as we discussed earlier, since the hammer blocked the blue cane, if that was our logic to get the the mirror in, if that was what we need to get the mirror in Turtle Rock, then you don't want to be checking mirror spots for your hammer, for instance. But we don't. But if it's just GT small keys you're missing, you just don't care. They're out there. You know they're out there, and you don't worry about them because you can do the stuff in GT without them. Meanwhile, poor Red Kitsune is walking everywhere because he doesn't want to follow the desert. It's tough to see because he grabbed the small key. He stole the key, which I'm not a fan of that play in general. But like if you're gonna grab the small key because you want to potentially sequence break that, then when you get the actual small key, go do it.
It's gonna be like last location at this point. It's like that's not good because that's just extending the time with no boots.
And it's not like it's it's not like it's in a bad spot. If it wasn't a bad spot, that would be different, like right? Because if it was one of those, if it was behind the go through Turtle Rock front thing without the extra connector. That'd be different, but this is just in Kakariko. Alright. Windfox survives the Cold Stare fight with the hammer and plenty of Fire Rod shots. And gets another crystal. Or gets his first crystal, right? Because he hasn't done Eastern. We're gonna get some new checks over here from Red at the top of the castle. These are all in logic because we can use the cape to get in the middle one.
Let's see, anything up here? And more fortune teller
Nope.
houses.
No, don't need that. Just bombs in the chicken hut. Meanwhile, we're going to see at Gina's Cave on Windfox's side. Also, just bombs.
Well, at least we got glad given half-cost magic, because I'm pretty sure they've been really spamming that fire rod quite a bit.
Yeah, so nothing up here at the top of the castle. Okay, we'll get some pod area checks. We haven't seen much of this. We only saw the one entrance that we came out of from Hyrule Castle. We see both runners doing it at the same time. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a speed advantage there for Windfox. The pod entrance. Oh, and Red, you don't have pod buddy. Is the Exodus Spiral Cave. Okay.
Oh, okay, Blind's house. All right. See,
Yeah, I'm not
is...
sure why Windfox didn't do this first. He must be planning on going up to the castle and doing those entrances.
Ooh,
Hey, we can
okay,
get
there's a
flippers
sword.
now.
Okay, okay, okay. So now I think all
And
this
the
is
lamp.
falling into place. Wow.
Yeah, together the runners are in logic. Red still needs to get the boots. To get to the to get to Thieves Town the correct way, to get your hammer, to have access, to have logical access to this entrance.
So that's actually a nice little collection in Blind's house here.
Oh, he's gonna farm money so he can get the which is unfortunate because with Spiral Cave available, he could have just exited out of Spiral Cave and seen it that way instead of wasting his time walking there. He's gonna have to do this one more time to get money.
I mean, Windfox must have just picked up a bunch of 300 somewhere.
Yeah, I mean,
1,000
somehow,
rupees.
yeah, the difference in rupees is quite stark.
It's not too often I see that. Usually both runners have like similar amounts of money, but in this case, something.
I mean, there's
happened.
places that Windfox has been that Red just simply hasn't.
Yeah, maybe I know. Even the
And
Zora.
and yeah, I was gonna say we have the 500 rupee loss in Zora, so Windfox hasn't done that yet.
Yeah, so that's flippers. That's GT big. Let's see. That's that Turtle Rock small in Eastern. That's in logic. I think
with the lamp.
I think all three Meyer smalls have been found. So that's for whatever that's worth.
Red's got 3 on his tracker.
So it's saying cutscene chest had nothing.
We know
but...
we know there's nothing there. Well, it's not just cutscene checks. The compass chest is also behind 3 small keys. But people are more willing to do the compass chest because it's faster than the cutscene. But neither had anything, so. Unfortunately, Windfox did not go up to the Dark Potion Shop. Needs to find Eastern there at some point. But he is gonna rush the flippers and maybe goes that direction to go catfish Zora. And would find Eastern on the way.
Yeah, so at least Windfox has a lot more freedom to pretty much move around very freely now. Pretty much has most of the, maybe not all of the quick transportation stuff. Now it's just hunting for some keys, hunting for ice rod.
Yeah, we do need an ice rod this game. We also need the desert big. Wind Fox needs the pod big, which I forget where Red got that from, but we do. It is accessible. Wind Fox has the Mire big that Red doesn't. So they're missing different big keys. And Rekitsune is going to do this Turtle Rock stuff. We'll see if he takes it all the way to the front. He's got an extra small key, so it wouldn't be terrible for him to do that. Get him his hammer. And since he doesn't have boots, would then get spit out where he knows he can get back to Thieves Town sooner. If we need to. We hope not to need to go back to Thieves Town. Since it is a pendant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, powder the ant. Yeah, please powder.
Front of desert it's actually vanilla just on the other side. It's the ether locked Mire.
Now the one really bad thing for Red at this point though is he's got all this stuff newly opened. He's got flute and mitts, so he can do this check. It's keeping him more and more away from those boots.
A hype cave, just a bunch of health and another pod small. So I mean, at some point we're gonna.
I mean, that's all pod. We need one more for logic, but that's all pod available. Except of course, big. We don't have the big key. Dark connector for Wind Fox. Not sure how many of those dark rooms we've seen. He might choose to take that at the end of doing all this stuff. Assuming he doesn't have to choose between two different connectors. Which the game likes to do that to us.
Okay.
Also, nice to find Mimic Cave.
Mimic Cave. I think there's still some of the desert connectors. We'll probably do those first.
Yeah, I mean, but it's nice to find Mimic Cave with the hammer.
Okay. More health.
Ah, Super Bunny. Now we have to choose between connectors. That's always fun.
Nothing there, just Pond of Happiness.
Yeah,
and...
so Red's gonna get his hammer soon, so that's good. Okay, he's not gonna get his hammer
soon. No. Oh.
That's really unfortunate.
Oh. Didn't take
the good news is when he gets his boots and he does the boots checks, he'll get there the intended way. The game does not intend you to get there through Turtle Rock because we don't have 4 small keys. But it does mean he's gonna go longer without that hammer. Nothing in Super Bunny. See where this connects to.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Wind Fox with the amount of money. Definitely no issues there. Oh, hey, the dark. What's the dark shopping mall?
It's an better way to get here.
Go grab a few quick checks right here.
Are we doing Ice Palace? We are doing Ice Palace.
Ooh, and this is
There was nothing here.
Swamp.
Was there anything here? Yeah, Swamp for Wind Fox makes sense. I don't recall Wind Fox getting anything in ice. Red, of course, is going to have to make sure he hits the switch because he doesn't have the big key. But there was nothing in that big chest anyway, so we'll just do this and never come back, probably.
Oh, there we go.
All the pod smalls are
right.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, all the pod smalls are... Well, we're still missing two Turtle Rock smalls to actually put all those in logic. But we have all 6, so we just do everything. Once we get the big key.
Yeah, because pod itself should be in full play since that was in just Bonk Rocks.
Right. Oh, shoot. Red's doing this without the hammer. Because he was so close to that hammer. Just like, oh, he's got to have it. But nope. Has a small key, so there's... Okay, I think he's hitting the switch in case the hammer shows up here. We know it's not going to. So this is just lost time to him.
Yeah, he's just gotta. So that was just in Kakariko, the desert, at least like right side desert.
Yeah, just need well, the boots would get him the hammer relatively quickly because that's an easy connector. But if he had exited Turtle Rock, he would have gone it in the out of logic backwards way of getting it, and then he could have done this dungeon completely and not had to double dip it. Meantime, we're gonna do left side for Wind Fox.
Yeah, I think being thorough here never hurts. Still missing a few things. And
I don't know. We have the big key. This swamp isn't in a bad spot. You have a lot of checks to do. I could see skipping this. This is not. I don't think this is a clear cut. Definitely do left side. Yeah, and there's nothing here anyway. There are times like when swamp is in a really bad location or you're just running out of things to do. But we've got GT. Like we have all of GT basement that we can hit. That's pretty lucrative. So I could, yeah, I would probably be skipping it right now and come back to it later. And I would have been right because there was nothing there.
It's like the only time you really notice if it's a spoiler log.
Well, that's not true. I mean, if you lost location, the item's there, you know there's something there.
Yeah, I mean,
I do have some experience with that. So far, Swamp really hasn't... We've just gotten our 6-pod small out of Swamp. That's all we've got so far. And this is kind of what I was worried about. Oh, there's a mail upgrade.
That's the other armor. Okay, so that will be... that should be red mail.
But yeah,
time.
This is the thing I was worried about with Red. He's still staying away from that Desert Palace side, and
this is
just keeps finding more things to do.
No, this is okay. This is Desert Front. This should be okay.
If he follows it.
Just have to realize I've got a small key. Realize you got small keys here.
He's gonna get his boots. Yay. And probably not gonna be feeling great about the fact that he left this for as long as he did. Oh, right, and that's where the Ice Palace big key was. But he needs to take the next step of following those boots to the, Yeah, see, there's definitely some tugs and frustration there.
I gotta take that all the way around to, Bonk Rocks.
Well, the Bonk Rocks that he needs are the ones right next to Link's house. So next save and quit, he should be able to get to his hammer.
It's gonna be the Dark World version, I believe.
And the question in chat is Wind Fox as far ahead as he looks? Yeah, I mean, this will be his second dungeon, so he's definitely a little bit ahead. We still have, we have an Ice Rod hunt, so like that's the great equalizer at times. But yeah, I definitely would call this a pretty decent advantage.
Now
he does need to find Eastern at Dark Potion Shop. Red Kitsune's biggest issue is he needs to make his way back to the TR bridge to get his hammer. There are 2 ways to get there. We saw it first from the back of Turtle Rock. Backtracking through Turtle Rock to the front, where you then mirror into Mimic Cave to find Thieves Town, which had our hammer. Fortunately for Red, who unfortunately mirrored when he got to that choice. There is another way up there. We can get to the other side of the TR bridge by following the Bonk Rocks near Link's house. There's the Fairy Ascension connector. We'll get him back up there. Yeah, can't do Mimic Cave though. No hammer for him. Also of note, we had flippers on Bombo's tablet, and there is a GT Big sitting on the Ether tablet that I imagine. I mean, that's the one thing you might do that before heading over into GT for WinFox. Because he now has access to all the basement.
And yeah, I think I'm not sure about considering full climb. Definitely find another GT small would probably be consider a full climb of GT.
And apparently it's the Dark World version of the Bonk Rocks, but like it is get-toable for Red without having to traverse the back to the front of Turtle Rock, which is really good because no one wants to do that extra times. All right, where are we going, WinFox? Oh, Saha.
Yeah, I never didn't have.
Never came. I want to say.
Yeah,
I think
come
Red's
back here.
Yeah, Red's come back here, but WinFox is not.
Big key in here. There's a pod big key. Yeah, yeah.
Right. Okay. That's where that pod big key was.
So that's a good time to remember that. So now a pod should be full clearable.
Yeah, he can clear pod.
Full logic now.
No, okay, it is a light world, Bonk Rocks. That's where WinFox is going right now. No, pod is right here.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
pod
it's the
is
dark
right
world.
here. The dark. Okay, now I got it. The dark world is the trip up to TR Bridge.
A little bit more annoying. Sense. Yeah, a little bit more annoying. You have to go through.
Yeah, you have to make your way
around.
To the dark world.
Okay, finding swamp.
That's a little less good for Red Kitsune. He's gonna find the pod entrance though, and he'll have the ability to beat it. So more money.
I wonder if that's all the 300. That might be all the 300s right now because even after
I don't
500,
I never count the 300s. Once you start getting them, it just doesn't even matter anymore.
It's still with even after Zora, it's still like 1,500 rupees.
Okay, looks like we're gonna go ahead and beat Pod first, and then you can choose to go back in. I don't think unless you're like go -1 and you're just hoping to find your ice rod, then this is always a better way to go. Since we're not go -1, you're going back in anyway. I don't think it matters what you do first. Although I will say this: if you don't have a mirror, I would always beat the boss first, because you can save and quit out of the back.
Yeah. If you have tons of health, it's not easy to death warp at this point.
Yeah, Red picking the wrong Bonk Rocks first. Not sure we've seen King's Tomb yet. And it doesn't matter because it's nothing. So Red's probably going to find Pod and just do what he can of it, and then eventually hit the Dark World to get to the other parts of the TR Bridge.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. It's going to be like a lot of double dipping back. Just kind of like the boot, not getting the boots for a while, then Hammer is kind of causing a bit of that. WinFox has been able to do a lot more smoother trips through these places.
Library with just bombs. As we do clean up some spots. I think Red's gonna go ahead and pick up that GT Big Keep. I think we've done everything else over here. Maybe it's gonna hit GT. And WinFox heading back into the dungeon.
Yeah, get everything, and I mean, Red probably wants to have Hammer before thinking about going back to GT.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
he's
do the left
got...
side there.
He could do right side, though. So I think that'd be a fine play. He's got a small key.
Mhm.
The other ones, you expect them to show up. Oh, there's a sword in the
Ooh,
big chest.
hey.
That's nice.
That's good consolation there, so always helps since you still have PR, Meyer, so bosses
Oh,
are...
yeah, and where was the desert big key that Red has? Because Windfox doesn't have it.
Yeah, I don't remember where that was, actually. Because where has Windfox not really checked here at this point?
Right, these are these bonk locations for Windfox. We know this is nothing. Windfox still looking for Eastern. And I thought maybe he would route his way over there relatively soon. But hasn't gotten there yet. Could go to the North Dark World. Where are we going now?
Oh, no. I'm trying to remember where
What
Magic
was
Bat
back here?
was. Trying to remember where Magic Bat was.
That's a good
Meyer.
question.
This Meyer.
Okay, well, I mean, he's got... Yeah, he could clear... Yeah, this makes sense. He can clear this.
Let's see, so Spike Cave is in play. I don't think we've checked that yet.
Yeah, Spike Cave's just in Kakariko. Desert Big and Eastern, that would make sense. Because that is absolutely something that Red's done that Windfox is not. We're going to do Pendant Skull Woods. Oof.
At least, I mean, we haven't checked this yet, so I think Red's kind of gonna need. Yeah, he's gonna need one of these.
An Ice
sort of
Rod
out of
on
the-
Moth would be pretty big for him.
Yeah, need an out of the way check here. Yeah, you don't want it like in a crystal dungeon. Luckily, Lanmola didn't have anything.
But yeah, we're basically just missing the Ice Rod, and I think is that all we're missing between the two runners? Yeah, we don't need... Yeah, that's all we're missing between the two runners. Red
Yeah.
additionally missing the Mire Big, and Windfox missing the Desert Big, and also the Eastern location. So nothing on Moth.
You know, maybe the most annoying thing is maybe if full Thieves is going to be required.
I mean, it's Green Pendant, 4 or 5 items.
And so if that Thieves big drops, you have to start questioning that a little bit.
Yep.
And granted, it's not too hard to get back to, luckily, with Hammer.
Well, I think what... Okay, so Red, first of all, needs to get to those Dark Link's House Bonk Rocks to get his hammer over at Thieves Town. And then I feel like if Windfox ends up in GT before finding Eastern, then he could conceivably clear a bunch more of GT. While for Red, all he'll need is I don't remember where the Mire Big Key was, but I mean, I don't feel like it's gonna be. I feel like it's somewhere not out of the way for Windfox, or an Ice Rod on the Smiths with Windfox doing GT of any kind, because maybe GT maybe this is the weird seed where we don't even need to touch GT, or we get a mushroom for the Smiths. It's to be determined. Oh gosh, why game? Why?
Fetch quest.
Looks like Mire Big Chest wasn't the answer. We did see all the other checks over here from Red. Oh, there's right. That's right. We got the Meyer small key from. I forgot about that.
Yeah, big chest I think was it was a hard piece or a compass or something.
I
It wasn't
mean,
anything else junk.
it wasn't an ice rod, is there? Or anything that could lead to the ice rod is the main point. We turned in the smith for nothing. We're gonna grab this purple chest. That will put red in the right position to get over to the Dark Link's house, Bonk Rock. Meyer Bacon Pod. That makes sense. Red hasn't touched that.
I'm trying to remember that potion shop was gonna turn in that mushroom. Get that out of the way, I guess.
Well, he's got to turn the mushroom in first before heading to the actual potion shop. That's just a flute. The mushroom turn is just flute away, so it's not too bad. Also, there was really nothing in swamp, so Red's being able to stay out of there would be good for him. Stay out of there until go mode, or just go mode it anyway. Just a compass in the purple chest, so that's not the answer.
So Vitreous not that bad now with Tempered Sword. Yeah, Cape half cost magic's easy. Could just run right through, just
well,
take out all the little eyes.
I would rather see either sword spins or just slashing the heck out of it, because you can not use up your magic. Oh, hey, it's a Janet's Tower small key. and sword spins are really powerful.
So now that's going to be... take me a full clear. Yeah, just have to go up to get that GT big.
I mean...
I can consider it, at least. So probably...
I mean, Red's thinking about it, because he already went and got the GT big, but hopefully he does these other checks first.
Okay, going right direction here. Okay, this is looking good here.
We're gonna get our hammer, yay! And then he can mirror and do. No, oh no, go in. Oh, see, now he might prioritize pod, which he can't finish. Now, it's not so bad. He can save a small key for the big chest and be able to beat it after getting the hammer. No, should get a sword out of this.
Yeah, I'm gonna imagine probably not gonna be too happy when he gets that hammer, and then when he sees the TR, the front of TR,
I know, right?
Realizing that, oh my gosh, I could have just taken that to the
he could have
all the way.
It's funny because like when Windfox did it, I was critical because like he only had the one small key, so that was guaranteeing that he was gonna need another small key. Oh, get some hover action! Come on, you can do it. There's that mushroom for Windfox. Small key, yeah, there's that small key to Turtle Rock.
Nice hover flex there.
Yeah, but when Red did it, he had 2 small keys to Turtle Rock already. So he wasn't in danger of having to search out an extra TR small. Alright, we're going to see purple chest from Windfox. We know this is nothing. The completely useless map to Ganon's Tower. Okay, this could finally be Northeast Dark World for Windfox. So he'll get Eastern Palace. And that's pod 5 for Red. So now he can actually go back and do big key chests if he wants. I'd forgotten there was a pod key in here. The other one's in Swamp. There's the sword for Red.
Okay, Windfox should begin to Eastern.
Yeah, gonna turn in that mushroom first.
Yeah. Let's see, Eastern, probably catfish after this.
All right, we'll get that last chest open for red. And then hopefully he takes the connector so he can get his hammer and come right back here to finish the dungeon.
Yeah,
The Windfox
hopefully...
finding Eastern before any kind of GT check is not ideal because he is going to be at Ice Rod Go mode. So, you know, like, the Ice Rod situation is definitely one that can even things out, but with GT available, I imagine both runners are going to be looking there first after they do all their respective things. And Windfox is just going to get there sooner. Red, go into the freaking connector. Just do it. Go get your hammer. Please go get your hammer. I mean, you are behind, but you're not going to have a chance if you don't. Like, even if he gets the hammer, he's behind. Let's be clear, but like there's still outs for him if he can just get to some of these locations first. He has to get that hammer, and he's just completely floating away. Gonna turn in that mushroom.
I mean, does he still have portal at that spot at least?
At the moment, he does. Once he goes into the...
Try to salvage this one. Okay, hopefully
you
remember.
The potion shop, I think, is in this area. There's that desert big key for Windfox. Oh, that's a big key that we probably don't... Yeah, big key to Hera. Completely unneeded big key. I mean... At this point, yeah, it's just the Meyer big key that... Well, the Meyer... Yeah, he's still missing the Meyer big key, so is that not in pod? He just doesn't want to go through that portal. When there's still... Yeah, this is probably GT.
Oh, boy.
No, it's not. No, where are we going?
Man, if
I'm very confused. Swamp, maybe? Yeah, you could do swamp. If you're doing it without the hammer, I don't do left side because if you know you're down to so few things. There's a good chance that hammer could be your the end of your game, but it's not. We know that because the hammer's been sitting. You know, Windfox has had the hammer for like I don't know, a long time.
I'm really gonna laugh if like Ice Rod is in like the Hera big. That's gonna be the last location.
I mean, honestly, that's probably Red's best out is go rush Hera, get an Ice Rod at the Hera big. Windfox did out of logic pendant Hera forever ago. Got nothing for it. We already knew Ped was dead and it wasn't green pendant. Okay, he's leaving the mirror portal so he can do GT. So he's probably going to get this Ice Rod. Which...
Well, GT, that's
it could be on the
right side.
Yeah, it could be on the left side. He can do everything but the left side. Like he could climb if he wanted to. That could be the answer.
In this case, GT may not be very good for Red because Windfox is probably just gonna go.
No,
GT.
it's not. That's got to be Windfox's next play.
Yeah, that big key. Not sure. I mean, knows it's up there. Just have to go back up at some point.
I mean, the out would be if it's in the big chest and Windfox forgets to go get the big key up on the mountain. I wonder if Windfox will go check the Zelda cell. He's in the spot to do it. Nope. We know that's nothing.
And
Basically,
Windfox-
red needs to find the
Let's
ice
see.
rod and bail.
Let's see. Okay,
If it is
east
here.
side. Oh, mirror shield. Okay. Heart piece and oh, there you go. Oh, that. That's gonna be good
Ice
for
rod on
Windfox if just
potentially. I mean, he just needs to go there.
yeah.
Has he not rescued the old man? Okay, well, I was wondering where the start points were because like one of our runners hasn't actually shown them to us. The casual 149 rescue the old man. Gotta love it. I mean, Red did this forever ago, because and that's where that other shield came from.
For a shield, and yeah, just has to go to GT. Let's see. Well, if Windfox is getting the GT big, that's probably gonna be GT next.
Yeah, I would have done Desert first, but yeah, I mean, makes sense to do GT at this point. And oh, by the way, if you all had done the right side GT when I said go steal the pot key and this wouldn't be an ice rod hunt.
Oh, okay, well, they're silvers.
Yeah, Windfox won't be getting those silvers. Unfortunately, this looks like a climb. Oh, are we just... No, he hasn't done tile room yet. We're gonna do that first. So,
Red
Red
just do
does...
that? Red just did that. Red just did tile... What?
What is...
Magic refill? Okay, that's magic. Okay. No. What?
What is going on here? Just leave with your ice rod and go get your hammer. He wasn't...
Did he? He mirrored out.
He mirrored out
Okay. Yeah.
That location's dead to me if I do that. I'm sorry. I'm coming back with the hammer if I need to come back with the hammer, which I don't because it's hammer go mode. Oh my god.
So quick desert finish. Windfox. Okay, so that should be going to be expecting a GT play next year.
I don't know when else. Like, it's 27, actually 28 items if you count the drop down. Like, you just got to do it.
Go for density and
so funny question, is Ice Armos in Logic with 3 keys? Yes, Ice Armos is in Logic with 3 keys. What is not in Logic with 3 keys is that Ice Rod in Encompass Room. Because if you go, there are ways you can use your keys wrong and get one side but not the other side, since you have 2 different ways of coming to the back. Could just be a GT small key here, though. It is not. We're gonna get the Potion Shop Tower of Hera big key first. And Red is climbing.
Ooh, well.
Yeah, this is it. I mean, Windfox is heading to GT right now. He's gonna get that ice rod last. I said he's not getting silvers. That's actually wrong. He's gonna do left side first because it's a little more dense.
Well, let's see. Let's see what Windfox actually does here. He's gonna do
left side first because it's more dense. So we'll get to see the left side, and I'm trying to think if there's even... I mean, he could get a gold sword. That'd be cool. So he is gonna get those silvers, and he's just gonna delay his go mode just a little bit. Is it enough time that if Red had gone straight to the connector and gotten his hammer? Probably not, because you still have to do swamp. You still have to do finish pod. Like, there's still a lot of stuff to do.
Oh, these sound big.
Sound big key.
Don't care about that. The GT small was in there, so they got all 4 years.
Now everything's in logic. The ice rod's in logic. Everybody should be happy about that.
Yeah, even because red still has to do swamp, finish off ice,
Yeah,
mire. There's
and
a
and
lot of
like you're
stuff.
making a good point. Right to compass and left to ice armos is also a really good route. You see, he got a
Ooh,
gold sword. I told you it was gonna be here. And unfortunately, I mean, it gets some gold sword and silvers. This is better, right? It
I
is
mean,
not better. The gold sword and the silvers are not going to save enough time to be worth the trek to get them. But it's fine. He's doing hope room. Yeah, doing hope room and tile room. I don't think really makes a difference here. It's just something you do. Oh,
at
Windfox,
least Gant.
please. Just use the cane or a bomb if you can't do this.
Well, at least Ganon is free today, so completely free. Yeah, pretty much the climb. There can't be anything on top now. There's like almost nothing left in the
There's
inventory.
nothing of use up here.
I'm
I
trying
mean,
to
we don't
think.
have.
Okay,
Yeah, we're missing a red boomerang.
red boomerang. I think a bottle.
Yeah, sure. There's probably there might be a bottle up here. Yeah.
But we know bombos. We know. Oh, hey, another big key. That's just. Oh, there's the other bottle.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
so
the other bottle. No
never mind
bottle up
that.
top either.
Yeah, it's probably good to just be like red boomerang up there, just to give you something. Hey, I got an
Yeah.
item up top.
And the difficult thing about turning this down is you do have um, like these two chests right here are in logic with 0 GT smalls. Oh hey, we were supposed to climb up here logically because we needed the that small key. Logically speaking. Also, oh gosh, red. Oh no, why didn't I? Okay, so that ice rod that Red got, if he had just followed that to kill Helmasaur, that would also put him right by Thieves Town at the TR entrance. Now, I could still see going all the way to Ice Armos after finding the Ice Rod. I think that's fine, but go kill Trinex.
Oh boy.
That's probably his next play after finishing this.
Yeah, because Trinex would take it would take the
It would
bridge.
take him right to the bridge, and then he could mirror and get his hammer, and then he could go through the connector and get right back to Pod. Like, it actually is a clean enough route. He'd still have to do Swamp Palace though. It probably wouldn't have been enough.
Yeah, Swamp, Ice Mire still has a bunch of.
Yeah. Oh right, he hasn't
Other
Mire
dungeon.
either, and I forget where the Mire Big Key is, to be honest.
Oh, we still have to find that. I don't know if that was. Yeah, I don't know if Swamp had anything.
I mean, it might have. I don't recall anything being in Swamp, but maybe it was there. All right, go mode incoming for Windfox. And that is go mode for Windfox at 157. Just needs to go back to Turtle Rock.
Probably not uncommon to have these go modes at this junction. Now it's just cleanup.
Oh gosh, it wasn't even anything at the GT. I thought it was Lumberjack. It's not. It was just the useless fairy. So it didn't even need to kill Agatu. Oh, did he just never go to... Well, no, we saw this. They scouted this. Both runners scouted this early. Oh, it's Magic Bat. That's why. Well, this will be a really quick try next kill because we have Gold Sword. Gold Sword does actually make a small difference here. More of a difference here than in your typical Ganon fight. And red is about to kill Trinex as well. So we'll get his hammer.
Yeah, that is definitely not going to feel good when he gets that hammer.
Nope, especially when he sees the connector that could have gotten him there much quicker. Plus the fact that he had the opportunity to go out of the front of Turtle Rock. So it'll be a slightly longer kill with Tempered Sword, but not bad.
Well, at least Ganon is in an easy spot today, so
Yep.
when Fox is rushing straight over to Ganon. With just a free 1-1. Ready on phase 3.
Yep. And Red about to find Thieves Town, which is where his hammer is.
Oh, please go in there. don't.
I mean, he's gonna check the other entrance first.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Thieves Town big key, I guess. He's gonna see the other end of this connector and be very sad.
It's like, oh man, I could have gotten there.
Yep. He's
Oh,
not
there we
quite going to
go.
get his hammer in time for the finish. We do have Winfox finishing up. Going to keep his team in contention for staying in Invitational, staving off relegation for one more week. Finishing with an official race time of 2:01:36. And it looks like we got a forfeit shortly thereafter. And that, I believe, does knock Bolas Azules out of contention for playoffs. I don't know for sure. We do have Winfox joining us right now. GG.
Yeah, no, but I think that big key to Meyer wasn't Thieves. I think I just saw
Was it
that.
in Thieves? Okay,
Yeah.
that would explain it. Winfox, GG's.
Thanks a lot.
One more week of staving off relegation, so that's good.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I was really nervous going into this race, knowing it was potentially an elimination race. So, yeah, we survived one more week.
Yeah, this seed though. There was a lot of out of logic.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I have to ask though, out of logic, Hera before out of logic right side GT.
I wasn't thinking GT with only one key.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I don't think he had any. You would have had to steal the pot key, but it would have gotten your ice rod.
Yeah, I probably would have finished, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes faster. But
yeah, I don't feel like the skipping GT was necessarily bad. I was just surprised that you did out of logic Hyrule Castle and out of logic Hera, but you didn't do out of logic GT.
it didn't cross my mind at all when I was in there.
Okay, you didn't think to steal the pot key, is that? Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
No.
But some of it worked out. Like you got the Arcana Samaria. Nothing was in Zelda Cell, and oh, by the way, you were pretty safe to have gone there because, as chat was pointing out, once the Castle Tower small key was behind the Hyrule Castle small key, that guaranteed the availability that you weren't gonna have to kill Aga to get
Yeah.
there. So, but the cane worked out better because it was a good item, and I don't remember what was in the basement, but it was nothing. It was like 20 rupees or something like that.
Yeah, I had like 20 rupees and like 10 arrows or something. I don't. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, but in the end, the biggest play was the two biggest plays. Red waited a long time before doing right side desert, which
Wow.
was
Yeah,
the boots. Yeah.
that had Pod Big and Boots. I think was over there.
It was, I think Ice Big. Yeah, a useless
Yeah.
Ice Big, but it had boots.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then you
the
kind
Boots
of,
was the one. Yeah.
and then you guys kind of follow through. And then the other thing I think you took, you started in the back of TR and just ran that all the way to the front.
Yeah, I mean the play scared me because you didn't have the extra small key to give you a cushion, but you know, like the TR small key did show up in Pod shortly thereafter.
Yeah, with one key, I was fully committing to pushing all the way to the front because I knew I could get through the front. I knew I was just one key off from it being in logic.
Yes.
So I was fine. So I was
not
fine.
necessarily. If there hadn't been a connector that also got you to TR Bridge, that is actually locked behind all fork smalls.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So, I mean, not that, like, I mean, it's TR, so you're not using all the smalls most of the time anyway. But you were committing yourself to having to find an extra small key regardless, and that was a little scary. And then it went to a place where it looked like you were needing all 4 small keys, and then no, there just happened to be another connector available right there.
Yeah, I had the fairy cave.
The fairy cave, which was right next to Dark Link's house.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, I guess it's in logic anyway, so.
Yeah, when Red went up there, he went all the way to the top, but then mirrored. And then when he found the connector to get up there the other way, he didn't take it. Just was just getting into Thieves Town the first time after killing Trinex, when you were finishing. So he did find the ice rod first, so you know there was, you know, maybe he could have gone and done Trinex to get up there as well. That would have also worked, but I think by then it was too late because he still had Mire to do, he still had Swamp to do. So
yeah, after it already finished and my teammates had checked the race room and all that stuff, so I had finished. They were telling me that like the crystal count was 7-2, and I was just I felt kind of bad because I have a feeling like when they were telling me that, I'm like, it was probably the hammer.
Yeah, 7-3 is where we ended up, but yeah.
Hammer and boots would probably the two biggest because
you had boots.
You had boots for a lot longer. It gave you those extra checks, and then that hammer was pretty much it at that point.
Yeah,
because I believe Meyer Big was also in Thieves, so you could just take out Meyer in one go, and then your routing was just a little bit more smooth, like less backtracking, double dipping in general. And just,
I think the only dungeon I actually double dipped was Pod and Turtle Rock.
Yeah, you definitely double dip those, but like those are less big deals. Like Turtle Rock. I mean, Turtle Rock has got all the different entrances. It's like, you know, the main, you know, it's almost like in Krosky's the main entrance is Laser Bridge, and then everything else is just overworld in a very real sense.
Yeah.
And Pod, you know, the boss is like in a different branch of the dungeon than everything else. So if you're gonna double dip dungeons, those are good ones to double dip, especially with Pod right next to Link's house.
Yeah, when I opened that up, I was like, well, I have 2 keys, and then I found the 3rd key. I was like, okay. I was like, I guess I'll go check Harmless Hellway. It ended up being a map like GT or something like that. I was like, that feels bad. Yeah, my writing definitely felt decent. I wouldn't say it was anything spectacular, but it's just, I don't know.
It worked.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just works.
Like the connector to lead to Dark Shopping Mall, I was going there anyways after what I was doing, which led to Swamp Palace. I was like, alright, I guess I'll just get here faster than just running over from the portal. So that one kind of worked out, I guess. I forgot what connector it was. There was a connector that led over to Dark Shopping Mall.
Yeah, I know you came out of the rock, I believe.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, I think it was like took like the first 30, 35 minutes just to try to figure out, like, nothing was in logic before because we were trying
Yeah,
to
we
figure out how
were
to get
waiting
that
for
mirror.
we were waiting for the hammer to show up for that blue cane, and then no, it turns out it was cape plus half magic that finally put Laser Bridge in logic.
You get the
Yeah.
hook shot, cape. Yeah, hook shot led to that cape, and it's like, oh, man, okay, now we're finally in logic. And then I
Yep,
think
and
Lion's
then there were
House.
some lamp details and a few other
Yeah.
things, but and then your trip in the castle was also amusing for other reasons. I also you expected to be able to walk out. I did not realize that you would not be able to walk out either. That is not something I've had to experience. Like that wasn't an experience I've had. And then you get stuck at hammer pegs. So.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, yeah, because I remember like trying just to leave to go do Zora stuff, and I was like, oh, I can't get back. All right, I guess we'll check connectors. And ended up just blocking myself. I was like, oh,
Yep.
okay, that sucks.
Yeah, that Harrow Castle was kind of in an icky spot, and you had to do it at some point because you had to get your cane from the back.
Yep.
It certainly made things interesting. Now, next week it looks like you're playing. Let me get this right. You're playing Noble Foxes.
Yep.
Are you playing any of those matches in Randomizer?
I'm as far as I know, I'm playing one of the matches.
Mm-hmm. And I think you need. I mean, I think. Well, okay. So you're 3-9, and Begone Pot is 3-9. But it looks like they have the tiebreaker.
Yes. So we have to 2-0 and they have to 1-1, or we
1-1 and 2. Yeah. So yeah, you're not done. You're not done yet. You still have a shot at staying in. So how you feeling going to next week?
I'm nervous. We have Noble Foxes. Even Noble Foxes has a chance to get relegated. Because if we 2-0 Pot 2-0s, then they're out. Like.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So there's some definitely an interesting bottom of your division.
I think there's even some weird situation where even Bolas or Azules could get relegated. I don't know.
Let's see, because you could get up to 5 and 7. I don't think so, because you're playing Noble Foxes. I think that would. Yeah, Drosy will do the math, I'm sure. But yeah, I think that doesn't work out.
So Begone Pot and plays Bolas or Azules. So.
Oh well, geez. Okay, so that gets interesting.
Yeah, so the bottom 4 in this division is going to be a mess. These next 2 games.
And in the meantime, it was pointed out, I think it was by Shady Force, that if things break correctly, the Bolas Azules could still make playoffs if everything happens exactly like if they 2-0 and the right help gets had. I'm not going to try and figure out what help that is, but like I said, Drosy, I'm sure will be up late tonight trying to figure out what all the possibilities are for playoffs next week, and having done that for other leagues, that is a chore.
Yeah, because I think if I know the spoilers have to lose their race this evening.
Yeah, I believe that's part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, they have to lose their race this evening, because then they would be 2 back with 2 left. Bolas Azules has to 2-0 Begone Pot. The spoilers has to go 0-2, and I think there's another situation where another matchup has to go a certain way.
So yeah, like lots still to be determined in this division. So yeah, that's the fun part when we get to the last week, is to see all the things that can happen. So yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting week 7 for everyone involved in the division. Anything? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, just the fight for top 4 to fight for bottom 4. That's how this division is turning out right now.
But yeah.
I got nothing left.
Anyway, anything else? Yeah, you got nothing left? Okay.
I'm done.
Okay, that sounds good. It's time to wrap up anyway. There are more races on the schedule today. Let me look them up. We have at 2 o'clock, right here on 2 o'clock on SpeedGaming Main, we have JKLOL versus your mom's favorite rando team, Kaizen versus Gamachu. And then at 4:40 we have the Go versus Spoilers race, Vortex of Doom versus Dr. Mardio. That'll also be so nice little doubleheader coming up this afternoon. And after that we move into week 7 and the Chaos of Randomizer.
So it's that second game that the Go versus Spoilers. So you have to see where you stand because I think they're both 7-4 right now. I believe.
Yep.
Boy.
That's gonna tell part of the tale. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for us. Thanks to Pixcalibur for joining me on commentary. And of course, shout outs to iKeer for doing the tracking. Always, Tracker's always the MVPs behind the scenes. But yeah, that's going to do it for us. We'll see y'all at 2 o'clock for the next race.
All right. See you guys later. I think it might be just starting right now. Yeah, it's 2:10 p.m. So I think
it's already started. Yep.
Going,
so let's head on over to SpeedGaming Main
yeah.
and check out that race.
All right. We'll see you guys in the next race.